After a legal tussle spreading over several decades, the foundation of the Ram Temple is set to be laid on 5th of August 2020. Here's a brief timeline of how the dispute started, the various twists and turns, and its culmination in the 2019 judgment by the Supreme Court. The dispute began back in 1528, when Babur's commander Mir Baqi built the Babri Mosque. At the core of the dispute is the belief that Lord Ram was born in a room located under the central dome of the mosque. The British in 1859 erected a fence to divide the area of worship, allowing the inner court to be used by Muslims and the outer court by Hindus. In 1885, Mahant Raghuveer Das filed a plea in the Faizabad District Court seeking permission to build a temple outside the Babri Mosque structure in the Ram Chabutra. The plea was however rejected. In 1949, idol of Ram Lalla mysteriously appeared inside the Babri Mosque. Muslims allege the idol was kept inside by Hindus, leading to protests, followed by civil suits from both sides. The premise was then declared a disputed area and locked up. In 1950, a plea was filed in Faizabad court seeking permission to worship the Ram Lalla idol. In 1959, Nirmohi Akhada entered the fray and filed a civil suit seeking possession of the disputed land. 2 years later, the UP Central Sunni Waqf Board filed a plea for possession of the Babri Masjid. They also sought removal of Lord Ram's idol from the mosque. In 1983, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad started a nationwide movement for the construction of the temple. In 1986, on a plea filed by Hari Shankar Dubey, a district judge directed that the masjid gates be unlocked to allow Hindus to pray. All cases related to the title suit were transferred to the Allahabad High Court in 1989. In the same year, VHP carried out Shilanyas ceremony in Ayodhya, and the first stone of the planned Ram temple was put in place. In September 1990, then BJP President L.K. Advani led a Rath Yatra from the ancient Somnath temple in Gujarat to Ayodhya, demanding the construction of a temple. The yatra led to communal violence and clashes in many parts. In 1991, BJP won the polls in Uttar Pradesh and came to power in the state. The Kalyan Singh government then acquired 2.77 acres of land around the disputed site. In December 1992, Kar Sevaks demolished the Babri Masjid. This was followed by communal riots. In 1993, the President issued orders for acquisition of certain areas around the disputed site. The matter was also referred to the Supreme Court for its opinion. In 1994, in the Kamal Farooqi case, the Supreme Court said that a mosque was not integral to Islam. In 2002, the Allahabad High Court began hearing to determine ownership of the land. 17 years after the demolition, the Liberhan Commission, appointed to probe the incident, submitted its report in 2009. It named several prominent BJP leaders, including Vajpayee and Advani. In 2010, the Allahabad High Court ordered three-way division of the disputed area between the Sunni Waqf Board, Nirmohi Akhada and Ram Lalla. In 2011, the Supreme Court stayed the High Court verdict after petitions were filed challenging it in the top court. In March 2019, the top court appointed a mediation panel with F.M. Kalifullah as the chairman and Sri Ravi Shankar and senior advocate Sri Ram Panchu as members. But the mediation panel failed to solve the dispute. The Supreme Court gave its verdict on 9th November 2019. The order paved the way for a temple at the disputed site and ordered the government to allot 5 acres of land to Muslims in another location.